We have a bit of an exciting week, in my opinion. Oh, wicked! We're gonna get into that a little bit later. Don't you worry. I have quite the Saturday to share with everybody, but that's later. Right now, we're gonna talk about this week, which is a little exciting because it's Halloween, baby. Everyone loves a good Halloween event.
By the way, we should probably start with some introductions. I'm Terminal.
And I'm Dark, and this is Pogo Tips, where we bring you everything you gotta know about Pokemon Go. And right now, that is Halloween. So, first off, I'll say that we still have Deoxys speed and attack in 5-star raids, along with Mega Mawile and Salamence in Mega raids. We still have the Legends ZA celebration event, which I still don't really understand what it is. Apparently, it's more starter stuff, but okay, cool. And then we still have, what was it? Bound Suite, right? It's still primarily in the power spots right now.
Yep, I did a bunch today.
Yep, and then what we have upcoming though is we got Halloween, which begins tomorrow with Max Monday, which is Gastly, which again is a tier 1, and we'll have a little rant about that whole thing later about how to valleys, everything else. And then Spotlight Hour is again Gastly, double going, and then also there's something interesting about that we'll have to talk about when we get there. And then we get Genesect in 5-star raids, and it's not just one typing. It's got the Douse and the Shock Drives, right? And then the normal Genesect as well. And I believe these are also 1 out of 10 shiny, which we'll get to. And then we're getting Mega Houndoom and then Mega Absol as well. Welcome in. And then we've got Yamask, Poltchageist. Yes, Poltchageist. And then Sinistea in 1-star raids. And then we've got Unova Yamask and Phantump in 1-star shadow raids, as well as Hisuian, Typhlosion, and Samurott, and a Alolan Marowak in 3-star raids, starting with Halloween Part 1, which begins on Wednesday, 10 a.m. Then also we've got the Great League, Ultra League, and Master League all coming back, as well as, I believe, what is it called again this weekend? Is it Battle Weekend or something like that? And the next weekend coming up?
I don't think this weekend is Battle Weekend. And let me double check. Well, you can go continue. We'll talk about that when we get there.
All right, cool.
I'll double check.
That was basically everything. And then, of course, Trade Day again on Sunday, which I've been finding out to be very beneficial, especially when we talk about the October Go Pass raids.
Yes, Yamask, both forms are going to be in the wild. We're going to get a little more into that. And yes, Fran, you are correct. I double checked that as we're talking. It is coming up. So okay. Battle Weekend is this coming up weekend.
Yes. All right, so we'll talk about that when we get over to talking about Great League, Ultra League, and Master League. Okay, yep. And anything you want to add to this terminal?
No, we can continue.
All right, so like I said, Max Monday is the return of Gastly in Tier 1 raids, and just like always, it is invalidated every other Gastly or Gengar you've caught up to this point, because again, they are not as useful as a Dynamax Gengar.
Very much so.
So just trash everything else you have that's a Gastly, and just leave the Dynamax ones, because that's all that should matter now.
Wait till we talk about Tuesday's Spotlight Hour. I mean, Candy Collecting Hour.
And also, let's not forget, it has a G-Max form too. It's not even the best Ghost type, but it still invalidates everything else you've gotten before now in terms of the Gastly catches. All right, anything else you want to add, Terminal?
No, let's move on.
All right, next we have is this Tuesday Spotlight Hour, which is Gastly again. And something interesting here is, besides the 2x catch XP, no, it's candy, isn't it? Or is it XP?
It's XP.
It is XP. My bad. So yes, XP. You also may get Gengar Mega Energy. So that could be useful if you don't have enough already yourself. So if you maybe can't raid Gengar once I think it's coming for Halloween Part 2. Once it comes in Mega Raids, then you can go ahead and start collecting on Spotlight Hour for about an hour. I would say they probably would give you a good 100 to 200. Yeah, Gastly's one of my favorite Pokemon. It is also known as the gas Pokemon. So everyone, try to repress those fart jokes you're thinking of right now. And I just enjoy Gengar too, because he just got that little smiley, like he's more like a Poltergeist actually, because he likes to play pranks and jokes on.
Yes, and they should be renaming this Tuesday Spotlight Hour to Candy Collection Hour, because I'm sure you're going to just want to delete everything that's not shiny and not a hundo. There's really no point in keeping them otherwise. So even the shinies, it's I don't know anyone who's going to want to trade for one of these shinies. It's you can get them. You can get the Dynamax ones. Why not get those instead?
Exactly. Yeah. So maybe trade for the candies, but also there's something to talk about with the Halloween Pass. But maybe save your transfers for a bit later, when you reach a certain tier. A lot of interconnections between the different events this time. Oh, also, we did forget to say thank you for the follow to, who was the last? There you go. Should still be the same one, right? Yeah, good. And so we wanted to say Iced Mocha Latte. Thank you for the follow. All right, so let's move on to the Great League, Ultra League, and Master League are all now making a return for PvP. Terminal, you want to take this away? Terminal.
Talking to myself, I was saying that this is always a nice Master League there, and when we have the Master League involved, we get the 4 times dust, and it's always a nice thing. Then and so, but that's only on this weekend is the where you get the extra set. So then this weekend is one of those. This coming up weekend, you're gonna be able to do a lot of.
Yeah.
All right. And so, but it's nice having all 3 of them in there. I've got a lot of friends who like the Ultra League and are not a big fan of Great League. So thanks for joining up. And yes, I smoke a latte. Yeah, we went over in when we were doing the raids over in New York City this
Nice.
Saturday. Thanks.
Nice.
Thanks for the meetup, and thanks for joining our channel.
Yeah, and Duke, yeah, when I couldn't hear your terminal, I was like, my heart kind of dropped. I'm like, oh no, what went wrong? Oh no. And then thank God it was only he just forgot to unmute. Thank God that's all it was.
It was the mute button. That's all.
Yes. It can be a double-edged sword, I can tell you. So, like we said before, Mega Houndoom Mega Absol are back in Mega Raids. They're not too exciting, except that, remember, Absol does have a boosted shiny chance. 1 out of 64. So if you still don't have a shiny Absol, that's where it's a good time to go looking for it, because it's got those boosted odds. Houndoom, you know, if you're looking for that as well, unique typing with dark and fire. So if you don't have it, I would say get it, because it honestly could be coming handy maybe during this event or some other events coming up. I don't know anything else you got about these guys.
Nope, they're kind of, you know, they're easy to do. You can solo them. Just takes a while, but almost anybody who's, say, you know, it's hard to say nowadays. I forget what the cutoff is, but something like around level 50 and up, you should be able to power some Pokemon up and then be able to solo these things. So definitely soloable.
Yeah, good. So yeah, so it was soloable and obviously then doable. So if you at least have one friend you can meet up with to do these raids, you got in the bag. All right, next we have is the Genesect. Anybody who's watched it was Full House, right? I only know the meme.
Yes, Genesect.
Okay.
No, that was the Brady Bunch. Marsha
Brady Bunch.
Right.
That's right. Marsha. Yeah.
Genesect.
Exactly. So that will be coming to 5-star raid starting on Tuesday at 10 a.m. It'll have a raid hour, 6-7 p.m. local time on Wednesday, October 22nd. And it will be all 3 of them. And you'll also get the seasonal bonus as well with the 1 rare Candy XL for a 5-star catch, as long as you catch it before 7 p.m. So exactly 6:59 p.m. If you catch it, get the extra Candy XL. And again, boosted shiny odds at 1 out of 10. And is there a way to really tell from the raid screen what drive this guy has, Terminal?
I don't recall it being able to be obvious. Maybe something the chat can remember, but I don't think you can see it very well, see the back of it very well. And that's the problem. You're looking for just a slight difference in the color on the drive. That definitely gets to be challenging. One thing to also note is that if it's a raid hour in other time zones and remoting these, you do also get the guaranteed rare XL. So I've got friends in Pokemon Go friends in Japan that I constantly am looking at the time and making sure that I'm jumping in their raids during raid hour, and so I'm getting the XLs for those. So if I'm going to be using a remote pass, I might as well get an XL out of it. That's my thought.
At some point, we'd even start like a raid wave where people could keep on raiding across the US or even starting in Europe if they wanted to. They want to keep that going to some point. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. And as far as PvE or PvP uses, none. Looks pretty. You can't trade it. So again, Mythical Month is going fantastically.
Yep. Definitely. You gotta hunt for them on your own. Question for you. Do you have any of these shinies? Yeah, actually I do. You know what? This is actually a perfect time to pull that out. What do you think, Terminal? I've got 3 shinies of it, and I think I've got 2 of them. Wait. No, I think we should do it. We should show them in a different way, if you know what I mean. Yep, there we go. Let me get all set up for you guys real quick. I did unplug my phone earlier for something, and phone? What do you mean by phone? Well, guys, you will see
in a minute. Okay, let me make sure everything's working on that screen.
Wicked, you've got 2 of them. I'm curious if you flip them around. I'll show you just in a second once you can see our screens.
There we
I'm
go.
curious if you can look at them and see what's going on with it. And if you flip them around and look at the back, you'll be able to see what they are.
1 second, I'm just putting in the search terms for it. There we go.
Maybe it's my stream. Did you display them? Because I'm not seeing on my stream. But I'm gonna
no, I just did. I just did. There you go, guys. Cool. We just figured out how to put our phones on the stream. I'm so happy. We got both of ours. They work independently. This isn't recorded or anything. This is us able to just play around with it however we want. You can look at terminals really weird ways he names things, and I just call them by their names because if they're not useful, why change it? Yeah, isn't this awesome? Yeah, this is all terminal, by the way. He got this all figured out. You know, he's the brains of this right here. Let me tell you.
So if you flip them around and look at the back, you can see you got different colored drives. I unfortunately have 2 of the same type, so I definitely need to get some more.
I have different types. I think I've got both the Shock and the Douse. I just need the normal one, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe the normal one, it should look the same. Let me see.
What's nice if you sort them, you sort them by number, they all show up together.
Yes.
So
yeah,
you can kind of help figure them out which ones you have that way.
Yeah, in case you're worried about like which one. This is actually the ice one right here. But yeah, if you do by number, it does arrange them based on form. So you got electric right here with me. You can see right there, electric. And yeah, this is where one of my shinies is. Okay, let's see. Still, oh, this one must be the fire one. Yeah, and remember though, even though they do have all these different drives, they are still bug steel, so it's still 4 times weak to fire. So obviously bring all your fire types and just burn them to the ground. Yeah, there's my I don't even know what the fire drive is called, but this one is one's the ice one.
Burn drive.
Burn. What's the ice one? Just the ice drive too? Because I have an XXS of that one, the chill
if
drive.
if you look at my screen, I've got the Pokédex entry up here.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Isn't this helpful, guys? Isn't this like awesome? Now we can display our phones. Like, I'm just really happy. So awesome.
And in the Pokédex, as you can see as I'm going through these, you can tap on the different ones and you can see the color of the drives.
Exactly.
But the order that they're in the Pokédex is the same order when you sort them by number.
Yeah. Does that mean I've got no normal ones? Let me check my Pokédex then. Okay. That is not my Pokédex. All right. They were in Unova near the end.
Well, if you just go, the easiest way I find to get to this is if you're on one of the screens here, and you just tap the hamburger menu, as some people call it, the bottom right corner, and then tap on the Pokédex at the top of that list.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. The normal drive actually looks yellow, more yellow than actually the Shock drive does. I thought it would be like
it's like golden. I would say I would call it golden.
True. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let us know if everyone has the different all the different drives, because I happen to have them all, which I'm surprised about, to be honest. Nice, Wicked. Yeah, if you guys have any cool ones you want to post up in the the Discord, of course, feel free. We always like to see people's shiny things. I definitely do not slam my keyboard against the desk every time I see someone's cool shinies and hundos and shundos. I do not do that. Let me emphasize. I do not do that.
I think you will. I will neither confirm nor deny that. Actually.
Oh no! And then right then I just make a sound like keyboard. I'm just doing it right now. All right. Well, this is fun, but let's get back.
One other thing before we continue.
We
continue on, just one other thing is kind of annoying about the Pokédex is it doesn't tell you which ones you've done. So you see, as I've seen 50, caught 45. It doesn't change based upon which one it is. So I don't know which one that I've done all these raids on or not. You can obviously come in and see what you have in your bag here. So out of the 45 that I've caught, I currently have 25. I save these up and transfer them on double transfer candy days because it's the only way to get extra candy out of these.
Here's a question. That's what it is. That's for genderless. Okay, I was wondering what that empty circle was for. They could have done something more than empty circle, but I guess that's the best you could do.
Yep. You got all 4 shinies, all 4 of them. Nice. Shiny with the blue thing on the back. So that's probably going to be the chill quickly. Yeah. So go into the Pokédex.
Let's see.
Go into the pill drive, turn it around.
No, it's probably the Douse drive. I would say.
Douse. Yeah. Yep, right. It is Douse drive.
Yeah. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess I'll have to go for. No, I have both of these already. I need to get the normal one. This is why I need to get shiny. Actually, the normal. Wow. Okay, I already got the other 2, but not the normal one. Okay, that's what I got to look for. Cool. All right. Let's. Man, I really hate to. I hate to do this. I really do.
Go ahead, take them off. I'm sure we'll be back up on the screen.
Yeah, I was about to say is we gotta keep going. We don't want to have this run too long. All right, Next we have
before you continue,
Yes.
just one other thing. I just want to tell everybody, I'm in northern New Jersey and Dark is in Florida, and we're able to make this work this way. So
yeah,
makes it a nice way to doing it.
Yeah, I thought that the distance would be a big issue, but no, we figured it out pretty good, I would say. All right, Now Halloween. Okay, this is fun. Oh, by the way, before I forget this, guys, we do have ads on now for every 30 minutes. So just watch out for that, okay? If we're talking, but you're seeing ads, let us know, because we're not going to talk during the ads. I tried to get a bot set up to do that. It didn't work. So today we'll just have to work together to make sure that you don't miss any good content while the ads are going, just to let you guys know. Came to my mind. But anyway, back to the important stuff, the treats of this whole thing. Halloween. This starts on Tuesday, October 21st at 10 a.m. and ends on Monday, October 27th at 10 a.m. Oh, I wonder what at 10 a.m. what's gonna happen after. Who knows? Anyway, the spawns we know about are Unovan Zora, which can be shiny, Hisuian Zora, which cannot, and Greavard. Then we have the debut of Poltchageist and Sinistcha. Sorry, let's flip it around. Sinistcha and Poltchageist. And then we have the debut of Shiny Sinistea. And on top of that, we are also going to get the Halloween Go Pass, which includes bonuses at tier 1, 2, and 3, which gives you more catch candy, 2 times for the normal pass and 3 times for the paid pass. You get an increased chance for Candy XLs at tier 2. And tier 3, you get 2 times transfer candy and then increased chance of the Candy XL. And then that's for the free version. And the paid version is 3 times transfer, and then even a larger increased chance of a Candy XL anytime you transfer Pokemon. So they seem to, really want us to be catching a bunch of Pokemon, and I'm going to do that probably. I'm gonna catch a bunch of Pokemon. Now I'm curious to see how the Poltchageist and Sinistcha will spawn. I am worried it's going to be Mossy Lord. I really hope it's not Mossy Lord. I know it is in raids, but if in the wild, I hope it's not just to Mossy Lord, but who knows right now.
One thing to note that a lot of people didn't catch is during Go Wild, we're going to be able to remove frustration. So we don't have a long time to wait.
Oh, well, but here's the thing I actually will say. I think we'll be able to remove it during this event.
I don't know of any reason why they've not said that now, but I know the next time they've said it for sure.
Yes, I'm going to skip this over a little bit here because of the fact they're adding 2 new Shadowmon. So it makes me think there may be a takeover. I could definitely be wrong about this, but possibly there could be a takeover. All right, now here we go. Just like the Sinistea and Poltchageist, there is a counterfeit and artisan form for Sinistcha and Poltchageist. And you can see there's a one easy little tiny little mark right there on the bottom of the artisan form. I do have an arrow down there to help you see it more clearly. All right, but so far at this event, what do you think about the event terminal? Are you going to be playing a lot? More than usual, I should say, because you already play a lot. So more than usual?
I mean, I was not able to get the antique form. I was able to get the phony form, and then one of my friends traded me the antique form. He somehow had 3 antique forms. I don't know how he was able to manage it, but he definitely was able to get a bunch of those.
Stupid luck. I call that stupid luck.
Very lucky.
Yes. Okay, and then let's continue on to the raids now. We got some good stuff here, which is Galarian Yamask, Poltchageist, yes, and Sinistea. I always get those confused, even now, because they just basically reverse it. Sinistea, Poltchageist, Sinistcha. Been a little bit easier been a little bit kinder to us about that, okay? I am not a young man, and I am bad with names to start off with. Okay, antique form is for the Sinistea and Poltchageist, the ones from Galar, the ones you see that have the shiny debut, the ones in the more traditional British teacups and kettle, while for the more Japanese inspired ones, Sinistcha and Poltchageist, those are counterfeit and artisan. They are it's literally the same thing, just given more names to confuse you.
And are they all Galar?
No, Sinistcha and Poltchageist are from Gen 9 Scarlet Violet. They come from the Kitakami region in the DLC.
So in Pokemon Go, that would be
Gen 9 Paldea.
Okay, Paldea. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to remember exactly how they labeled the Pokedex in the game. Yes. So just like how we got Dipplin and then Hydrapple, which is also debuted in the exact same place that, Dipplin was. Hydrapple was the second DLC part. So they basically debuted in the same spot, same place. Yes. And then 3-star raids, we've got 2 Hisuian Pokemon, we've got Samurott, and then Typhlosion, as well as Alolan Marowak. And one thing to point out, Galarian Yamask and then Alolan Marowak are both also boosted along with Absol for a 1 out of 64 shiny chance. Any of these catching your eye there, Terminal?
So is this all we have about the pass, or do we go into the pass in any more detail?
We're gonna go a little more detail. I just put this in here as a quick little thing, and then we'll go into a little bit more detail about it.
Okay, sounds good. There's something I want to bring up about the pass, but go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. But anything about the raids though that really catching your fancy besides obviously you're gonna go for Poltchageist?
I mean, that and the shadow raids, I'm always into trying to get the shadow stuff. So some of these can be really good, but also if you have by the earliest that you could make level 73, 72, and then 73, one of those levels is where you've got, I think it's level 73, where you need to get to level 74, you need to purify a ton of Pokemon. So I'm just
really?
Here. So,
okay.
Yeah. So to get to so in level 73, you have to purify 100.
You know what?
To level 73.
How about this?
Purify 100 shadow Pokemon, and the raids are going to be good for that.
Share your screen real quick. Let's do that. Let's make sure everything is working on there. There we go. We'll load it back up. Okay. So which one is it? Level 72 is what you're talking about?
Well, no. So level 73 is what I'm talking about. So level 72 is everyone's kind of stuck at this point.
Yeah,
and
right.
So I've got I'm right on the cusp of it. So I've got 2 more days to go. Obviously a little bit behind in the dust, but I'm doing all right. But then to get to level 73, you have to purify 100 shadow Pokemon. So at this rate, I could get to level 72 on Tuesday morning. And so I personally don't even have 100 that I want to purify right now. So I could use it for that day. And also you have to win 30 raids. So even if it's after midnight, if 12:01 a.m., I could get myself to level 73, which will get everything, start the 30 raids and stuff like that. Start working on level 73. I did 30 raids. I can only do 10 remote raids. Right now we're down to the 10 remote raid limit. So I still am going to have to do some raids that day. So if I want to get past level 73, I've got to get those 30 raids done, and then I'm going to be able to do that. So that's why I'm going for the shadows, partly for that reason alone.
All right, great. Yeah. So there you go. Good reason there to be ready in the shadows. I think it's not a terrible idea. All right then. So let's continue on. So for the field research here, you can get quite a few good shinies here, in my opinion. Litwick is a great shiny. Zora, great shiny. Phantump, great shiny. Sableye, great shiny. Unova Yamask is okay. Volibee, I am sick of because of the eggs. Then also you can get Hisuian Zora, sorry, which cannot be shiny. But then Spiritomb, oh boy, that one can be shiny. So I bet that's something that Terminal and me and everybody's gonna be going after to get that shiny Spiritomb.
Yeah, Spiritomb is last time Spiritomb was available in research, it was win 3 raids, and I remember it was very difficult to get, and so it's probably going to be the same thing from this time. So it's one of those things you're going to want to keep an eye on and work hard for to try to get.
Agreed. Yeah, that's something that to go out for because that's going to be a hard one to find. But hey, to add on to that, it also has boosted shiny odds. So you might get super lucky.
True.
Nice. So then for the Halloween pass, we're going to go actually over to the Niantic page for this, but some highlights are you get a bunch of stuff like balls, you get candy, you get other stuff, you get to pour some tea if you really want to.
Is the page changing for other people? Because I'm not getting a change.
You're not?
I'm still on treats right now.
Your thing's frozen.
No, it's moving. I do see movement.
Oh, well then, yeah, that's what I'm on right now. I haven't moved to the past thing yet.
Treats. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. Believe me, like when I'm checking on my phone, like it freezes so many times that. Okay, good. You're seeing it too, Wicked? Awesome. Okay, yes. And then one of the highlights is Rotom, and this is going to be the normal form. Okay, none of the other ones. So you get a chance at that with this October pass. So let's go ahead and move on over to that. Did I not have it open? I had it open on a different page. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up.
So while he's doing that, if you look in your Pokédex, Poltchageist is number 1012, and so if you wanted to look at your Pokédex, it's right after Diplin, and then 1000 and I think it's 1013 is Sinistra. So those are currently blank spaces, and once you see one and start catching them, then they'll fill in. So 1011 is Diplin, 1012 is Poltchageist, and then 1013 is the evolved version of that.
Sinistra,
correct.
yes. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, and here we go. Let's transition then back over to this. All right. So we're gonna zoom in, of course, on this just a little bit, just to make it a little bit bigger for everybody who's a little hard to see in, like me. All right. So there's really, like, they haven't given us a lot of information. They just told us mostly that there's stuff to buy. You know, you can get in the web store. You get candy, Pokeballs, XP, Stardust, encounters event themed Pokemon, which I'm guessing you'll get the costumes from part 2, which is like Teddy Ursa and what was the other one?
It's Teddy
Ursa, and was it Mischievous? No, it wasn't that one, was it?
No, it's the bat one. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name.
Noibat.
Thank you. Yep.
Yes. And then if you do upgrade to the deluxe, you get some premium battle passes, the green passes, Rare Candy XLs, Candy XLs, additional encounters with more event themed Pokemon, which can be good. And then you get this really fun tea time pose. And I'm really using the air quotes around the fun part, really using those. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. And that's basically everything we have, except for, like what we said earlier, the milestones, which I can switch back over and show you guys that on one of the previous pages here, where you get the catch candy and the transfer candy, which I think is pretty good, but I don't think that really makes it worth it to get the paid one. Depends what some of the other spawns are and the other Pokemon you get with it are. Terminal, what do you think about this?
I mean, if you've saved up a lot of Pokemon recently, for example, some of the ones from Mega Ray, you've got a lot of Rayquazas to transfer. That's a good time to, if you're paying for the pass, to do the 3 times transfer candy.
Yes,
it's extremely rare that they're doing 3 times transfer candy.
Yeah.
Also, any of your mythicals, the ones that we've been all reading this mythical month, as you were calling it, that type of thing. So that's another reason for it. I'm personally going to pay for it because especially the Rotom. I don't know if Shiny Shinx is still here in the chat. I saw that she was here before, but she is the only person I've ever personally met that got a Shiny Rotom. She didn't realize how rare it was until I pointed out. She got it a couple years ago at Go Fest, and yes, she's still
Shiny Shinx.
Yes. So very, very rare to get the Shiny Rotom.
Very nice.
She was like, "Oh, I caught this one." She was like casual. "Oh, I got this over at Go."
Yeah.
So she understands the value of it now.
It's always funny when people don't realize what they've gotten. But this is rare. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty freaking rare.
That just happened with you. Well, that just happened with you.
What did I get?
With a Vancouver, you're one of 2 people that I know that has the Eevee with a Vancouver background, shiny. Out of 50, 60 people I've asked, I know I've met you and one other person who has the Vancouver background.
Which is crazy, because like I thought it was like a field research thing. I didn't know like you only got like 1 per stamp, which like we said like was a total of 12 per person, right?
You could, if you did 13? The 2 days and you did everything, you could end up with 17 total.
17,
and it's a 1 in 25 chance. So the chance of anyone having it is it's a 1 in 64 chance if I remember correctly. So it's very, very hard to get.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, like I said, like I guess you and me, Shinx. Okay, we're twins in this one. We got some rare stuff there. Yes, we did. All right. So here's some more of the. Okay, we put these in here as well. So the field research tax rewards are the ones I mentioned: Sableye, Yamask, Zora, Hisuian Zora, Litwick, Vullaby, and Phantump, and of course the Chase Spiritomb. But you also get Mega Energy gift for any of these Pokemon as well: Gengar, Houndoom, Sableye, Banette, Absol. Remember that some of these are going to be coming into part 2. I can't remember it's all 3 of the other ones, but I do know that Gengar and Banette are part of Halloween part 2. So you can wait to raid them, but you can also, of course, do the field research here to get more energy in case you don't have it yet.
So can you just bring up our screens here? There's something that we probably should make a video about it, but we'll talk about it initially here.
Sure. Give me 1 second while I reload yours in, because it unloads every time I move away from it. There you go. We're good. No problem. What do you want to show us?
So there's something in this event that I love doing, and it's what I call a steel chair. It's been I didn't nickname it, but it's nicknamed by by a group. Something called a steel chair Zora, and it comes from the term comes from wrestling, WWE style wrestling, where some guy's walking along and some guy takes a steel chair and just smacks him upside the head, and so it's a surprise attack. Yes, it's a surprise attack. So in order to do that, you need to have a Pokemon that is extremely small. We're talking about under 0.15 for the weight, and the smaller it is, the better. And under like the Dynamo that I'm showing might not even be small enough. I use this teeny Gimme Gold here, and so you got to get something extremely small, something like this small. Even if the weight is smaller and the size is smaller, it's better. And so and also another one as Dark has up over here, Kartana is another good one. And so we've named these things chair so we can easily find them. So these have to be your buddy. And if you know how Zoro works, is that Zoro will spawn as your buddy. Now, here's the trick: is if you go to catch this normally, if you just see your buddy on this out there, is your Zora that's mimicking you out there. If you see that out there and you go to catch it, you're not going to get a ridiculously large one. I'm going to show you what I mean by ridiculously large one. So, let's see, my biggest one that I have. This is the biggest one I have. So you can see the weight here is 1,800 kilograms. Now this is one that I've caught with this steel chair trick. If you catch a normal one,
I got one up here right here.
Yep.
1.23.
Yeah. Right. So you're getting these little. The weight is really the biggest thing here that you're looking at. So they're both going to be XXL, but the weight is, if you don't do the steel chair trick, you're not going to get this ridiculously heavy weight. So what you have to do is you have to have an auto catcher on. You have to have this as your buddy, and then hope it actually catches them, and you will eventually get them. There's lots and lots of chances. When during this type of event, I get somewhere between 5 and 10 a day, and I'm not running it all day long. I'm just running it for a couple hours at a time. So it's one of those things that you really want to. It's just the only time you can get something this big is through that. And one other thing before you get into it, and then when you evolve it. So this one started off with 1,687 kilograms, and when I evolved it, it became 10,000 kilograms. And the density big for boy. This, and if you think about it, it's 2.48 meters. So if you think about the density of it, I think this is more dense than a black hole, if you ask me. I haven't done the math on it, but it's pretty damn dense.
You are famously known as an astrophysicist in many circles you travel between. You can definitely
not trust quite, but these math. Are kind of things that I enjoy doing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, and so like you can, and don't forget also, guys, White Kyurem is your friend for this as well if you want to do the auto catch.
Yes, if you're running White Kyurem at the same time, it gives you 75% higher likelihood of catching them.
And all right, we got to talk about this because I had explained this to people during Mega Ray Day. The reason why people like White Kyurem is because also it makes that circle, the reticule, to get a nice great X1 throw. It makes it basically at great, and if you wait like basically half a second, it's at excellent. So that's why people like to use White Kyurem over there, especially with all these bonuses we're also gonna get with the Halloween Go Pass. White Kyurem is great for our steel chairs and for hitting those good throws and excellent throws.
One other thing to point out with Zora is that if you and I go try to catch the same Zora, or it looks like our buddy, if you and I go try to catch the same one, it is going to be different stats. So even if we're manually catching, they're going to be different stats. There is a trick to make it so ours are the same stats. The trick is you tap on it once and you run away, and then you make it disappear off your screen by leaving the area. Then you switch your buddy to anything else. It doesn't matter what you switched it to, and immediately go back after you switch your buddy. But you have to have had it disappear off the screen. And when you go back, if I go to catch it, it's going to show up as its native form as Zora. And if you have done the same thing, you'll see the same exact stats, the same exact Zora that I get. So for example, if I caught a Hundo, if you did the same trick, you'd catch a Hundo. But if you hadn't done that, switch your buddy to another buddy trick, your Zora would not be the Hundo.
We have to make a video about that.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back to our main slides here. So, and now we're on to the weekly postmortem. How about we take a break right now, guys? 5-minute break. I was okay with that. Stretch your legs, get some water.
Let's do like a 3-minute break. Yeah, let's do a 3-minute break.
Exactly.
I'm gonna stay here and chat if anyone has any questions or wants to go up. But
I haven't changed that in the pause screen, so I'm just gonna leave it as is right now. Oh no, I'll put your phone up. Y'all can like share stuff from your phone. There we go. Wow, this is such a great feature. I'm glad we added this. It's so good. So good.
Yep. So I'll actually show something on the stream here that's kind of funny.
Do it. Be right back.
Take a look at the top Pokemon. For some reason, I don't know how this works out, but you can actually name a Pokemon this way. If you try to name just the last 4 letters of it, you would not be able to name your Pokemon that. But for some reason, when you add Puka before it, that works with it. You can also name stuff upside down. And so that's one of those things that I like to show off over here, is you can name them upside down, and it lets you name them anything you want because they're technically not English letters, that type of thing. If you want to name it upside down, what you need to do is if you just Google for upside down text, there's tons of websites to do this on, or if you want to throw it into ChatGPT and say, write this as upside down text and copy and paste it in. That's a little trick that you can do with this. So yes, Wicked, we definitely will do a video on it. This is something that I've spent way too much time in understanding and figuring out and stuff like that. So if there's a called out hundo for Zora, you're definitely going to want to do that Zora trick, because if you go to catch it and it's not looking like Zora, you're not going to be able to catch the hundo. Guaranteed. Zoras are that's just a fun little trick. It's one of those things with your auto catcher you can go ahead and do. So we've got a bunch of them. Yeah. So anytime it's more than like 20 kilograms, if you take a look at these, like some of these are 1,500 kilograms, 900, that type of thing. Those are the ones that I've caught with the auto catcher. This one right here, the reason why I named it Trade is in 2013-11 is because then I know it was caught in November 2011, which is actually wrong. So I'm going to rename it. So it's October 2011. I'm sorry, 2013. And that way I know I can know if it's going to meet those 3-year requirements to help us with high lucky chances. During an Ovitor last year, it had this background on it. That's an amazing background. I absolutely love it. They had for these Enigma backgrounds. And I just have fun with these things. This is not even my heaviest Zora of the Hisuian Zoras for it. And I notice I haven't even evolved it yet. It's interesting. One other thing I like to point out is your Pokedex numbers. That's something I'm tracking all the time. So if you look in the top right-hand corner of your Pokedex, the most you could have today, right now, is 919. I finally evolved the last few things I had to evolve, so I could get to that number there for it. And I think the Pokédex, the shiny Pokedex, I think last check, I haven't checked it recently, but I think it was 899 is the amount you can have for the in your shiny Pokedex for that. And as I was mentioning before, 1012 and up are the ones that and 13, the ones that you're going to start filling in for these other dexes here. Probably going to run a stream on Wednesday night, probably around 9 p.m. Eastern, as we're going to do another stream. This was going to be one just talking about filtering and going through your bag and sorting things out and stuff like that. I spent a lot of time working on these search strings and how to go through stuff and things like that. So quick ones I can do. This one's probably not any good, so let's get rid of that. And then I personally am a huge collector of the large ones and XXLs and stuff like that. And then I come into here and I can just trash all these other ones. So I trust my search string is very good with that. So this avoids, my search string avoids Nundos. So we're going to go over this and set this up.
Giving them a preview of all that?
Yeah, we're talking about what we're going to do Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday night.
And it'll probably be our first time we're going to try to stream to YouTube at the same time, simulcast. So hopefully that'll go pretty well.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go through the weekly postmortem. We got the first is level 80. Thoughts, Terminal? What do you think about this so far?
It was a very what's the word I'm looking for? Very, very poorly communicated way that we got over to level 80 once level 80 came out. Very, very frustrating. I was one of those I don't know if I'll say stupid people, but definitely one of those people who did not who stayed up very late. And decided to go out at 3 a.m. because there were some rumors that it was going to be midnight PST that we were going to get level 80 available, and nope, that did not happen. It was another 12 hours later is when it happened. I also heard that I don't know how true it is. I haven't been able to validate it, but somebody who knew somebody type of thing said that they ran into some server problems, that they had actually planned on releasing it earlier, and apparently there's some server problems that they're having to try to get it out on time. So there's a lot of things going on there with it.
Yeah, I think it was poorly communicated. The rollout was not great, but at least it gives us stuff to do now. And the best part is like whenever I've got like a long task, like just to catch Pokemon and when I'm fast catching, it's so nice to know every time I've caught it or not without having to go back and check.
Yeah, we have a week of that. So
Thank
until
God.
you're done the 7 days, or you caught
Exactly.
up to the million dust.
Exactly.
So one or the
All right, and the weekly challenge brick. Let's talk about that.
broken.
Every iPhone out there. Oh my gosh, that was pretty bad.
Yes, that was. I was one of those people that got jammed up in it. I could not get out of that screen, except for
Mhm.
somebody smartly came up with that airplane trick. You put your phone in airplane mode for about 2 minutes, and then and then it would just not show up. Don't know why that works, but it worked. And then I did not shut off the game for hours until it crashed, and then I had to do it again. So that was very annoying. So,
Oh, I
but
bet.
and one thing that was, I also just forget about that whole part. I just found it annoying that everybody had the exact same task: catch 500 Pokemon. I kind of understand why, but I'm not a huge fan of it. As far as I know, it is not coming back anytime soon.
Mhm.
This is something I've not heard anything that they say that's coming back. I've been watching the tweets and also other places. I don't think it's coming back right now. We would, if you looked at the timing that they had it
Mhm.
was 9 p.m. Eastern time last Sunday, and we're well past that. And I haven't checked in the game, but I don't expect it to be back anytime soon here.
Hey, when was level 80 released again? Was it 15 October PDT?
It wasn't that it was Tuesday.
No, no terminal. The joke about when they announced it would release 15 October PDT.
Oh yes, correct. I remember what you're talking about. Yeah. They didn't put a time on it. They just put a date, and then said Pacific Daylight Time.
Yeah,
And they came up with all sorts of different terms for that. Pacific Delayed Time. There's some of that.
Well, Pacific, why don't you just give Pokemon Go delayed time? I mean, that's so much better. So much better.
Yes. True.
All right. So, Mega Ray. Okay, this is the one where we can bring back our phones for this part. All right, let me get your phone back up and running. All right, let's see what everybody got in terms of Rayquaza and all that.
You do Ray and Age -2. That should show you all the ones that you caught, because some you might have caught on Friday. I finally got a hundo. That was one that I've been searching for, and if you look at your Pokedex, I've already megaed it once, but if you then go inside your Pokedex, you can see how many you've done. It was at scene 204. Getting kicked out of gyms was quite common going on, but I saw 204, and the odds are 201 and 216 to get your hundos. So I was pretty much just within the statistical anomalies for it. So
dang, C-Fran. Yeah, Wicked. I got kicked too from one of them. Yeah, that was very annoying, and support has been non-helpful whatsoever. But for me, I got super lucky. I got all these other shinies before the event even started. Like an hour before the event started, I got all 6 of these: a cast form, a Plusle, a Shadow Larvitar, 2 Sandygast, and a Timpo. Hey Raj, how's it going? And then I remoted a Rayquaza before that got one. During the event I got like 6, so there you go. Pretty good for me, I would say.
Yeah, you did. You had some insane luck.
The best luck in the world.
I will tell you this: I got my chase. I got it up here on the screen. I'm not seeing it on the chat on the thing, but I got a shiny Toxel. I was finishing up in New York City, walking out of the city, and hatched a shiny Toxel. That's my chase. So that was something I was definitely looking hard for that.
Yeah, so I would say for me at least, this event was a bit of a success. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, Raj was there for that one.
Nice.
So Wicked, I did the math on the odds. So if the shiny chances are 1 in 10 and it's 1 in 216 to get a hundo, quite simply, you've got 1 in 2,190 chance, 1,260 chance of getting a shundo. So it's pretty hard to get. So, yeah, Rod had a really bad luck of rays. I wasn't catching any. I wasn't working on catching rays. I would go down to 2 balls left, see if I could catch with the last 2 balls, and then run. I didn't want to take the time unless it was going to be a 98 or a shiny. I don't want to take the time to catch it. I was in New York City in Central Park, and we were running through them pretty quickly. So I did about 90 raids total between. I maxed out on Friday night on my on the remotes, so I did 20 remotes Friday night, and I think I did about 12 or 13 on Saturday. For it. So I think I did a total of 90 raids.
Nice.
And I got 3 shinies out of those 90.
Very nice. I mean, not as nice as mine, but still pretty good.
Yeah, you got shiny luck. You're insane shiny luck. A couple of people I met that's better than that. Ace is one, and then a friend called Tal. I mean, those two guys have great shiny.
Did you forget like the 7 shinies you got in Legends ZA as well? Like the same, like the day before.
Yeah. No, you've been grinding hard at that game.
Oh yeah, and it's pretty fun. I do enjoy that game. All right, next thing we got here is Trade Day, which actually I'll be doing a little bit later myself, but like it's just a there we go. It's just like it's a great thing. I just enjoy getting like the extra candy and all that stuff.
Yep, the XLs. That's the thing. When I'm doing any trades on Trade Sunday, I focus on the XLs. Those are usually pick Pokemon I don't have enough XLs on, especially if I've got a hundo with not enough XLs. I want to be able to max it out. Not doing it now, but just want to be able to do it.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Wicked. You're joking. I don't know. After missing 19, I might have also been like, screw this, I'm going home. Like, this is enough for me. This is enough.
And he was doing excellent throws. I was watching him do it. He was doing excellent throws, like 8 out of 10 excellent throws.
See, when people online say that, like, I'm sorry, I don't believe you. I've seen how some people say that, like, or think they're good at throwing the ball, but they did not. They're not good at it. So like people like, Raj, though, I expect like he's hitting excellent throws. He knows what he's doing. Oh yeah, 10 shinies. That's not too bad. Anything worth mentioning in those shinies, Raj? Anything like a 96 or above? I think I got one really good one, but it's low in attack.
Yeah, my the one that I got in 2019, it's I think it's, hang on a second, it's, let me see what it is, but it's the one that I've been megging, and it's best friend. So it's a 12, 15, 15. And so that's the one that I've got already, level 15, best friended and everything like that. So that's from 2019. I've been using that same one. I have a question for you and anybody else in the chat. I got one meteorite out of all my 90 raids that I did. Obviously I got 2 from the research. If you paid for the research, you got 1 from the free research. Mm-hmm. Did you know if you got any from the raids?
I don't think I did. Because I still have only 3, and I had 1 left over from last time. So yeah, I don't think I got an extra one. I know someone else did. Someone mentioned they got it, but I did not myself.
Yeah, I'm curious if anybody in the chat knows that they got one. So Ice Mocha Latte got XS Hundo, but no shiny. Yeah, no shinies at all, or just not a shiny Hundo. So no Shundos is what you're talking about.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What was that?
I could definitely silver bottle caps.
See, we should have another discussion down the road about silver bottle caps.
Yeah,
my opinion is we could trade and get it. You could trade for these eventually. Anytime you're lucky with somebody and end up with a Shundo. No shinies at all. How many raids did you do, Ice Mocha Latte?
Wow.
Curious.
But Baby, they got 2 meteorites from raids. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. That's and how many raids did you do, Bombity?
8.
So, okay. 8 raids. Yeah. So no shinies at all. So the shiny odds are 1 in 10. I met a friend of mine I did some trades with today. Him and his wife they got the paid pass, and they just did the free ones in that. So between the two of them, they did 30 raids. One of them got 1 shiny, the other one got 2 shinies. So they were right on the 1 in 10 odds.
Yeah. And from what I've heard, like if you look at it, 1 in 10 odds, and if every Pogo player only did 10 raids, apparently a third of all players would get no shinies. That's how the math works out.
That's the way it works. Yep. The fact that you got a hundo in 8 raids, I'm telling you, I did 204 raids before I got the hundo. And some other people, C-Fran, who I know personally, he said that he did, 600 plus raids, and he's not gotten a hundo from that. So yeah, it is very difficult to do that. So in 49 raids, you got 2 meteorites. That's super lucky. I don't know.
Very good.
I don't know how many. I don't know the odds. It's something I've not been able to see anywhere, but it's somewhere under 5%. 5% or less. It's got to be. It's much. Even less than that, I'm sure.
All right. So let's move on then to the next thing, which is Pokemon ZA Celebration, which I've been playing ZA. Terminal.
I've been watching people play ZA. I'm not a player for it, but I do.
No, but I mean the celebration though. Like, what do you think of the event? Because I didn't really do it at all.
I honestly, it's one of the things that's annoying is that I need some of the what are the things in the raids right now? The legendaries that are in the raids at this moment.
Deoxys?
Deoxys, yeah, the mythicals there, and the current. There's so many mega raids going on right now. They're all blocked from it.
Yeah,
and
I noticed that. And also,
so,
like, I thought, like, when they said there'd be increased mega raids, I thought they'd have, like, more different mega raids to do, but no, it was only Mawile and Salamence, which I'm like, yeah, they're pretty good, but, like,
not
could you
worth it.
do something more, please?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I was thinking, like, we get a Mega Dragonite or something out of this, but we got Bupkis, honestly.
Now, one thing to make sure you do is that you want to get the Frenzy Plant, Hydro Cannon, or Blast Burn on those. And it's nice is that we can do it with you. In the past, you've had to evolve to them, but this event you can actually just use a regular TM and not an ETM and be able to do it. So you got till tomorrow, Monday morning Monday afternoon at 8 p.m. To be able to get to do that. So it's definitely something you're going to want to do, and then less than 24 hours left on the East Coast for doing that.
Yeah, which is pretty good. I hope they bring this back more for more events, because that was probably the only good thing about Legends EA, in my opinion, is that you could actually use charge TMs now to randomize for a legacy move.
Yep, I'm just looking to see what wild spawns I caught. I've pretty much trashed almost every single wild spawn that I caught. Got lots of Farfetches. I actually got a Hundo Farfetch at home the other day, so that type of thing.
Hi, Smoker.
Take care. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it, Duke. I like watching the game. I don't have a Switch. I've never owned a Switch. It's not making me want to own a Switch, but I do. It's interesting for a variety of things. I've never played any of the mainline games seriously, and so it's one of those things I like to watch and learn and stuff like that. Also, it's just something that's kind of good as a background noise, a little bit of entertainment and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you are filthy casual, so it makes sense.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Being a filthy casual, take a bath. Jeez.
Once in a while.
Please. All right, I think that was the last thing we had to talk about. Oh, sorry, Harvest Festival was the other thing we had to talk about. So this event ended after our last stream, so we didn't really get a chance to talk too much about it. But what did you think about it? I liked it. The only thing I don't like, of course, is the candy and evolution requirements for Dipplin and Hydrapple, but the event, it was pretty good, except for, I got so many berries I ran out of balls at some point.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that they didn't give us more stuff from stops and gases.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at it also. They give us more stuff from us. They just replaced the balls with the Pokeballs with some of the stuff we don't want, so we don't need all those berries and stuff. I'm curious. I've saved all of my, which is rare for me to do it, but I've saved all of my silver pineapples, and I ended the event with over 500 of them. I'm curious what you did.
Let's share that part. Let me pull up mine now. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. This is for me. I'm at 325, but I was using a few at some points, so I would say maybe about 350, 375 is what I got out of it, which is also not bad.
Yeah, so I mean, I've got a lot of those. I usually have been trashing all the other berries, except for I decided to stop. One thing I noticed is that since I'm doing that research where I need dust, I've been learning I need to feed those to them in gyms. So that's something that'll help you when you're on that dust mission. So if I pop a star piece, I make sure I get a lot of those. I pop a star piece. I do some other things with the star piece, and then I'm going to feed all those berries to gyms. You can feed them every 30 minutes. I think it is. You've got. I think it's 10 Pokemon 10 times, if I remember correctly, every 30 minutes. So you need to make sure you have enough candy for that.
Is it 30 dust per time you feed a berry?
Yes, or 45 with the Pokemon.
With the star piece.
Star piece. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So it's not bad. So you can get a little bit, a good amount, like around 3K if my math is right, doing that. So yeah. So it adds up. Then something I'm going to be doing later tonight is I'm going to open up my gifts while I've got the star piece going and feed the gyms and stuff like that. So that way I can get the extra dust, because your gifts do provide dust. Not every gift, but a lot of the gifts when you open them up do it. I'm maxing out. I'm opening up all the gifts. So
One of the things that actually I'll bring up on stream right now is that if you've got anybody that is getting close to having to get to the next levels, if you take a look at going from level 73 to 74, actually I'm sorry, 74 to 75, you got to send 500 gifts. So when you get to, if you got any friends that are at level 74 and you see them, open up their gifts, please. Do them as huge favors so they're not freaking out. You have to send the most gifts you can send a day. The most gifts you can collect a day is 150. If you have some for left over from the day before, you can send about 205 gifts, if my math's correct. So it's going to take a few days to do that. So that's that's something that if you see a friend at level 74, be a buddy, open up their gifts. As soon as you're going to want every gift open so they can send all of them as fast as
they can't be a buddy. They're not a Pokemon.
Be a good trainer friend. We'll call it the official terms.
Yeah.
Wait, I was not a fan of the weekly challenge, but Roger's mentioned about the weekly challenge. I was not a huge fan of it, but I understand why it's fun. I mean, it was nice that you could get +7 hearts with some friends, and so that's a week's worth of advancing a friendship in a day or 2 days, whatever it is that took me to get it. So there's a nice thing for that aspect of it, but it just seemed like so many bugs in it. There was more than just the screen lock up and stuff like that. There was so many people online complaining about other problems.
Yes. All right, great. All right, well, let's believe everything we have to cover. Yep, there's no more slides to go to, guys. We're at the end. All right, then. Well, any closing thoughts you have here, Terminal?
Well, we always do some type of challenge every week where we ask people look at the medal and
Go Poker. Yes, let's do that real quick. Night, dude.
So how about this?
Later.
How about this? I want you to do this. Give me a number, 2 numbers. I want a number between 1 and 20 and 1 and 5.
1 and 20 and 1 and 5. Okay, 1 and 20 and 1 and 5. 18, 3.
So we're going to go from the bottom here. So first row on the bottom is, this first section here. So I'm pushing down 5. 10, 15. You know what? I don't want to go above this. So we're going to go this. So the third one over from this one here is the breeder. So I'm curious what everybody's breeder. On my phone, it's a breeder. I don't know what it is on your phone. So the breeder looks like an egg. So,
how big is that number on yours?
Yeah, it's 15,000.
Oh my, what the? Oh,
I was the kind of person for a very long time who was running full egg 24/7. But you know what? I'm half of one of my friends. A friend of mine, Gastly, he's past 30,000. He won't tell me how much it is, but I know he's past 30,000 eggs. So I'm a baby compared to him.
All right,
right now I'm running full eggs, just because I want the Stardust from the eggs. So right now I'm back to running full eggs until I get all the million Stardust, and then I'll be done with that.
Yeah, everyone post in chat what your breeder medal says. And Raj, it's okay. You can just write down, I don't do this because I'm too cool for eggs.
Nah, he calls them garbage. They're all garbage eggs.
Like I said, whoa, C-Fran has you beat. Oh my God, that's crazy. Whoa.
C-Fran's past 1 billion experience. So I know he's...
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Raj is too cool for it.
Good, exactly. Raj gets it. Raj definitely gets it. 18,
yeah, Wicked,
13,
you've only been doing this a few years, so I know you're not. Yeah. You're not a 8 to 9 year player for it. Grandpa's got 49.23. That's a respectable number. I'm sure you saved a lot of money compared to the amount of money I've spent on this stuff. So, and Raj has got 32.40. And I wonder how many are paid eggs out of those ones that you actually use a paid incubator. I would bet that 10% of your number is what you actually hatched in the paid incubators. Well, most of those are probably all free.
Now, every day we get that egg, so, there's that too.
Yep. C-Fran's wife is I Am
Stacy.
His wife is I Am Stacy, and she's another one of those there. Those long-time players. So, she's pretty hard.
Crazy. Yeah, that's a big number. See, I thought I was like, when I saw my number, I'm like, ooh, that's a good number. Then I saw terminals. I'm like, oh no, never mind. And then I hear more people. I'm like, okay, yeah, my number is not impressive whatsoever. I'm in the middle of the pack.
I think Salty Lure actually has me beat also. If our friend Salty Lure, if I remember correctly, he's got me beat. He's definitely up there in catches. I know that he's caught a lot more Pokemon than I have and stuff like that. So he's up there.
Don't forget also, for some reason, he gets really good luck with eggs. He got 5 Hundo Haluchas at last go.
Oh, wow. 5 hundo Huluches. That's
5.
crazy.
5, guys. 5.
One thing I like to point out is if you come in here and you just do hatched and then just like hatched, let's go and 4-star or include in their shiny and include in their costume. So let's just go with those things right there. And this is including ones traded to me. I'm sure I've traded away. So I've got 316. So out of my 15,000 hatches, even if you double this number, you would still say that is really worth it type of thing. So in my opinion, no, it's definitely not worth it.
I understand it, but what I will say is when you're like our buddy Salty Lore, I can totally understand why he does egg.
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you some of my oldest Pokemon that I have are the, what you're seeing right here on the screen. So 2017, and I've got ones here that were hatched, and so I definitely was doing a lot of hatching back in those days.
Yes, clearly the very famous Pokemon Tog 4023 half 45 a 122. Everyone knows that Pokemon.
Exactly. So my Blazy 10 20, whatever that symbol means, H120.
Christ.
Yeah. No, that means the special move, but we're not going to get into that right now. That's not for this stream.
Yeah. One day we'll have a stream where I'll tell everybody, get your notepads out, because Terminal's going to tell you how he names his Pokemon.
You know what? It's actually Poke Genie. I love Poke Genie for the naming of it. I use it
very useful.
With it. Oh yeah.
No, I totally agree with that part for sure. But again, this is custom. He didn't design this. He just made it himself. So it is Poke Genie, but it also still is his insanity in Poke Genie.
Landed. Yeah, you definitely need the shiny for this one here. I have not gotten the shiny one yet. Obviously I've evolved it, but as you see, my dex entry for Salandit is very, very low. It would be nice to be able to get some more of those.
That's what mine looks like right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I do at least have some decent Salazzles. That's good. I see 98 Salazzle. I got a lucky Salazzle. I got a not so great Salazzle. It's a male one, right? Yeah, it's the male one. It's the useless one. I can get rid of some of those because those are just absolutely useless. I'll see which ones are female though and keep those.
Well, save them for the trade. So get the trade Sunday stuff on them. So at least you can get the extra candy and the extra XL.
I don't need for Salandit. Are you kidding me? Salandit?
Here.
I'm fine.
Oh wow. How'd you get so many of them, man?
Oh, because I actually hatched eggs.
Okay.
That's what I did. I just hatched eggs. Yeah, clearly slowed down when these came up, but I was doing so many grunts because like Cliff, Cliff has been had like my Pokemon so many different times or whatnot. I've been spamming the grunts, so like I do a lot of these eggs. Like I still have in my.
I'm not. Sorry, I'm not a 12. Was not for a long time focusing on the 12.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a full screen so I can do the typical YouTuber thing. I'm like, look what I hatched in my eggs. Whoa.
And of course, you'll open up the game and miss it one day, or the game will crash right as it starts. Right? Isn't that how it always works?
Yeah, but there are editing tricks I can do to make sure I just write down what I got and I would be okay. There are enough videos out there that I could cobble together. No problem. I'm also gonna wait for like it's like a low distance state too, so that way I can like a calm day or something, so I can just blast through them.
Yep. Curious what your opinion is on the daily adventure egg. Do you like that?
I think it's fine. I mean, it's like it's fine is all I can say. Like I don't really have any feelings against it or for it. It's just there and it happens.
Yep. I understand what you're saying. I mean, it's a free egg. You hopefully get something out of it. You can get one of the starters from it, that type of thing, and there's shiny chance in it, so can't hurt.
Exactly. Especially like when it's, I don't have to put it in an incubator, right? It just does it all by itself, and I just get it. Sure.
Yep.
Just make sure I always remember, about my my storage, because there was a couple times where I almost caused an issue with catching rare rays because my storage got a thing I had to worry about. But that's what our stream on Wednesday will solve.
Sounds good.
Hey, welcome, Mike Suna.
Yep, hi, Mike Suna. Thanks for joining. Are you from Wicked's group up in Rockland, New York? So Wicked runs a group. He's trying to become a community ambassador.
Nice.
County. So thanks for joining.
Yeah, I've even started to go through my luckies and see which ones I have to evolve. But like we'll be talking more about that on Wednesday. Because you're gonna teach me good about your thing.
Yep, we're gonna go through that then, no doubt about it.
Yeah, because like I'm trying to do a living dex for like shinies, hundos, luckies, and hopefully lucky hundos at some point, and then stuff like that. So that way, you know, I'm gonna make sure I'm organized, because like that takes up a lot of space, so I cannot have extras. I make sure I have it down to one and only one.
Sounds good.
So yeah, if anybody has any questions now, yeah, it's time to ask, because we're about to wrap up. Because we basically gone over, I think, everything we really need to talk about for this week, which is going to be, I think, a pretty fun week. I'm excited to go back out and do stuff. Oh, you're not a fan of it, Wicked? What's your problem with the new egg then? What don't you like about it?
Thanks for the compliment, Mike. Oh, actually, you know what? While he's writing that up, I forgot to mention this. I mentioned this briefly to you, but I didn't tell you the whole story. So
yeah.
so we were in New York City raiding, and we met up with a friend of mine whose name is in-game name is Grand Larceny, and Raj and I were there, and so this one guy was chatting, was walking around going with us. He actually knew Grand Larceny, and he didn't know about it, who I was or anything like that. I mean, he knew my name and stuff like that. I introduced myself, of course, and so as I said, you want to become friends, and he said yeah, sure. And I said, my only request is you just join my YouTube channel. And as soon as I told him that on YouTube we're Pogo Tips Official, he said that we were the inspiration to getting to coming back into the game and learning.
Wow.
He was extraordinarily excited about that. It gave me the chills. I was so happy to hear. He said that he's like, the videos are great. They're very short. They're to the point. They're entertaining. He really was very complimentary. So I don't know if he's on the stream today. Stop by, but Don Hugo is very nice comments from hanging out with him.
Yeah. Well, on that, we'll just say, like, yeah, we're starting to get monetized, guys. If you want to subscribe, or like we're gonna get a Patreon set up and all that stuff, like you want to help us out, you know, give us a more excuse to work on this, which I would love to have, you know, feel free to do that. And like, don't feel pressure to do it if you can't, you know, it's not a big deal. We get revenue through other means. It's not a big deal, but you know, any little bit you can do helps, of course. And like, we definitely appreciate all the support you guys have given us to us so far. Cause like, just you showing up like this and like full force, it's made me feel very happy inside, I'll say that. 10 or 12 clone eggs, they definitely want to push those for people buying that stuff. They're plus it might feel like too much of a thing. I think the 1 kilometer is good because it's just like, it's there, it does it. Yeah, I would love it to be 10 or 12 kilometer, but like, you know, those are for the super incubators, you know that, right? Those are for super incubators.
Yeah, the other side of it is that they're trying to encourage you to get out and do something, and so that's why they say that's why they're doing the 1K. So at least everyone's going to do a 1K every day. So, hey, Esmeralda, thanks for joining. Yeah, the 1K is so easy. She likes those. I know her personally.
Nice, so, perfect.
Thanks for joining. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. Like, yeah, like I think the 1K egg for the most part is pretty good. It's fine because like they did the best part, which they made it unobtrusive and it doesn't really do anything like that stupid level up like XP thing you get now. I hate it. I do not need an extra screen to click through. And of course the lucky egg button is right where your thumb naturally is, not the skip button, of course. So that way you accidentally use a lucky egg.
What I did during the raise is I just started 3 hours of it, so that screen just flies by. You don't have to. Yeah. It takes no time to get by that screen. Same. Yes, that is, and it's honestly a bit creepy looking on there.
Oh, so, yeah, I'm gonna be adding that to some videos at some point because like it's exactly the thing I would do as a joke, but the fact they're doing it for real, seriously, as a $1 billion company makes me just giggle. Honestly, just giggle.
Oh yeah. Yep, using them by accident is exactly what they do. Yeah, it's a creepy smile. It doesn't even feel like a good smile at the end.
Oh no, smile. It feels uncanny valley smile right there. You know, Raj, they put that there on purpose. They knew exactly what they're doing. They know exactly where your thumb rests and where you mostly accidentally misclick, right? They know where to put that to maximize you screwing up.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Exactly. Yes. And then we can watch. What are you doing? It's the Viper terminal. Are you getting rid of it?
No, I was about to, but I'm going to save it for just so I can check it over and poke Genie and see what it's about. So just so I can trash the rest of these here. I've got the Dunsparce to trade. I want to get.
Oh yeah, the trash junkie string. That's my favorite one for sure. I use it all the time. Just trash junkies and then just grab everything there and then just bloop, see ya. I maybe keep a couple things that are like a little bit rarer spawns, you know. But for the most part, I'm just like goodbye. Everything on there. It's like when you're like, and this is great, especially like when you're on a calm day, right? And you want to make sure that you get rid of all the crap but keep all the good stuff. You go through just get rid of 50 things like right there. Like you won't hit PvP. You might hit PvP mon if you're super concerned about that. But if you need 50 bag space real quick, this little trash string is fantastic.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention, I mentioned briefly last week about that there was a PvP tournament that was run by the group that I'm part of. So the Magic Legacy and then ran it, and Raj was actually one of the combatants in it, one of the people there. He's very new at it. He didn't pass the first round. Let's put it that. But it was a very successful event. It was run at a GameStop that's local to Essex County, and they had a good turnout for that. Esmeralda, the tournament was so good. I was focused that day on getting my cat. To focused on that. I actually skipped hosting Raid Hour. Normally I host Raid Hour on Wednesdays, and I was working just solely on my catches at that point. So but I know that there was a lot of good things that were going on at that time, and a lot of good feedback from it. So I heard that it went very well. So happy that it happened. Actually, you were at the last PvP tournament. You were up for GoFest, and the last PvP tournament that was run in there, in the same exact spot it was run. So I remember that you were up, and I was reffing that one at that point. You still here, Dark?
Sorry, I did the muted thing just like you just did with coffee, and I muted myself. Okay, just check WhatsApp and just give me yay or nay real quick.
No, we had a good experience. So
yeah, I mean, like, it was pretty fun to meet people from your group for sure. Like, a lot of cool people were up there. I remember someone I met, they were all she was like, I think a Pikachu fanatic, I think at least it's what the trainer is called in the Pokemon games, but she wanted to get, like, I think every version of Pikachu, I believe. I don't remember her name though, but she was really cool. I talked to her a lot during the tournament. And then, like, probably the best part was when we finally got to sing the Pokemon theme there. That was great. I love that part. But I just wish we could have heard Poker Rap though. Like, I love me Poker Rap.
Oh yes, yeah, Wicked. That's exactly who it is.
Yes, I couldn't remember their name I was trying to think of it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, she's a really cool person. I really enjoyed talking to her. Yeah, she was very welcoming. It was great, and one of many people were very welcoming. I just remember her particularly because we talked about. Because I think she played the mainline games. She plays the mainline games too, so we were actually able to talk a little bit about that. Because usually when I go to these Pokemon Go things, I talk about the mainline games, and John the terminal is just like, and then moving on. Yes, Pogo. So.
I was teasing you with this.
Oh yeah, I know totally. Yeah, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, like, I don't get a lot of times. Yeah, Ariel, that was her name. Yes, that's right. We talked about it. Little Mermaid. I remember I mentioned that. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Yes, Wicked. That's exactly the same person. I don't like to call people's real names out on here unless they want to out themselves. So I try to avoid doing that.
Absolutely. You don't want to dox anybody or force them to, any way, shape, or form. People should be allowed to keep the anonymity that they want on the internet. And then so like it was pretty fun. Like, it seems like a really, really cool bunch of people, I will say. Yeah.
Well, thanks all for joining. I guess we've been a little bit longer than normal, and but with this we're gonna chop it up a little bit and post it on, so anybody who joined towards the end, they can go to our YouTube and see that. We're working on doing some other avenues of it. We had somebody requested this weekend that we get it posted on something like Spotify, so they can listen to it and stuff like that. So it's definitely something we're working on.
Yeah, we are learning as we go with this kind of stuff, and of course, you guys are the reason, like, why we do it, because it's the best thing in the world is, like, helping people out and getting people excited for the game, because sometimes the Pogo can be a bit of a grind, kind of miss the forest for the trees. So hearing people like going, yeah, I actually got excited about stuff because of what you were saying, I'm like, yeah, and I get excited. I want to do that. Wednesday, we're not sure yet. We have to figure out, because we also have which you'll learn about soon, the Poke Hour raid days going on, 6-7, so we got to worry about that, and then other stuff going on. But we're looking to see what's the best time for everybody involved, because I do my own streaming on Tuesday and Thursday, so we were trying to think of the best day, and Wednesday is iffy this Wednesday, but we're working it out. We're working it out though.
I'm thinking it's gonna be 10 p.m. Eastern time, because that would be the end of the West Coast raid hour. So that day would end at 7 p.m. West Coast time, and so that's what I think is at 10 p.m. And it's going to be a very much more casual stream. We're going to be talking about sorting through your bag.
And yes, remember guys, #Poke Hour.
Yeah, we decided to, everything is happening at 6. Anything that happens 6 to 7, we're going to call it Poke Hour. Just make it
Yeah.
easier than
The
saying 6
Poke
to
Hour,
7
yeah.
local time. Just the Poke Hour.
And I'm
So,
working on a chant for that too. So look forward to that in the in upcoming shorts. I'm working on a chant to go along with that. So
I'm
it's gonna
excited
be
for
so
that
much
one.
fun. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna make a little command to go with it too. So hopefully that'll debut on Wednesday as well. If I remember to stick it in there, because we also have the ad break stuff, whatever. But yes, we are starting to get going. Starting to get going, guys, and it's all thanks to you guys. I have to say, thank you all so much.
Yeah, support is great. Love
Yes.
even people that are lurking. I love those people. Everybody who's joining up and any kind of feedback. I appreciate
Lurker
those.
love. We have to have a command for lurkers too, like lurker love, or you can even do like a, the good old fashioned lurk. Yeah, we don't have a thing for lurk yet, guys. Yeah, we gotta work on these commands too. We gotta remember that for next time. But yes, again, everyone, thank you. We're gonna find more ways to show you love in the future for sure.
All right, thanks again, everybody, and I hope you catch them all this week and stay legendary.
Stay legendary, and remember, just the tip. Good night, everyone.